into it.
All right, let's get into it. Was I supposed to say that?
What's up, InStyle? We're the cast of We Were Liars.
And today we're going to open some fan mail. All right, so.
Oh, I like that there's group ones. That's gonna be fun.
It's for the group. Okay.
Wow.
Did they add things that weren't in the book?
Absolutely.
Yes. Should we elaborate on that? Well, they added a lot of like plot stuff.
Yeah, they did.
In terms of me and Johnny's character.
Yeah, 100%. I think they did that with like everyone. We got to see a lot more of the moms, which was amazing. Which is the best dynamic ever.
There's only a really tiny bit taken out of the book, I think. And also I think because Karina and Julie and all the writers worked very closely with Emily Lockhart, the author.
But Shubham gets to have an entire episode where we see Gat's point of view, which is really cool.
That is cool, yeah. It's kind of important too, because it kind of, I think, fuels the decisions that they make towards the end of the show that we'll get to see. So, yeah, I think that was important.
Close your eyes.
Joseph.
Yes.
Oh wait, you have to give it to him.
Yeah, wait, why would we?
I should read yours.
I forgot. It was
You read
because
mine.
it's because of the group.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
Opening other
I
people's
apologize. It's actually illegal, right? You can't.
Yeah, that's
open
illegal. You're
other
gonna get
people's
fined.
So good.
See, that's not fair, though.
Gat and Johnny fighting, OMG, I wonder what happened. And then they put my Gatwick comment in there as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Maybe it's because, you know, I really love Gatwick and he's getting a little too cozy with other people.
Oh.
Get out of
He
the
just wants me for himself.
Listen.
Yes.
It's gonna be jealous.
Shubham, get
Oh,
it
shit.
in there.
It's gonna be Emily.
No, it's Joseph again. It's Joseph.
It's all gonna
I had a theory.
This is all gonna be Joe.
Or Shubham.
He's getting a lot of
You
letters.
get two each.
Yeah.
Johnny is Bounce. He is Effort and Snark from Reddit.
What are your thoughts?
From Reddit.
I am.
My cousin Johnny, salt, swagger, and reckless abandon.
I think he's a very, very energetic character. I feel like he's kind of like the ringleader of the Liars group.
The glue.
Yeah.
The glue.
I would agree.
The glue.
The glue.
The glue.
The glue.
The troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
A little bit.
A bad boy.
No bad boys.
Inside joke.
Anyway, inside joke.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more in there for me. I'm all out.
Ooh,
Shubham.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yes.
I love how Gat is looking at Cadence.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So do I.
That is
Yeah.
just how you look at Emily all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I think I was looking at Emily, not at Cadence.
Wow. Wow.
No, I think this is so accurate, right? Like in terms of, this is just what Gat would have been doing, I think. It just makes so much sense. You know, I've said this before, I think to Gat, Katie's comfort, Katie's a safe space, Katie is someone he can wholeheartedly be himself with. And I think that kind of,
Sweet.
yeah, that to me describes how he feels about her. Yeah.
Back to me. Oh, I just grabbed one from me.
Perfect.
Who wrote to me? This is so exciting. Okay. I was hoping I'd get a little more insight as to why Katie calls the crew the Liars. At Pong Eye Yellow on Reddit, we call the Liars, well, because our grandfather basically named us that when we were little because we were so mischievous. And there's this one amazing scene that you'll see in the first episode where the little liars are running around and they take the golden retrievers and they paint them blue. And then he says, "Did you do this?" And they all go, "No." And then it sticks later in life too, for other reasons that are not so innocent.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Little Liars.
We really
They were
took that
so
to
awesome.
heart.
Yeah.
The Little Liars.
Little Liars were
Shout
so
out to our
incredible.
little.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
they were
his
so
little
wonderful.
voice.
Yeah.
I think
Little Gat, little
Leandro.
Cadence.
Leandro, he was awesome. Julie and Karina kind of, I mean, they're in love with the book as much as we all are, and so they want to stay true to it, but also
It was
kind
more
of,
just about like adding.
Yeah, I was
Adding
gonna say,
their
there were
things,
more
you know, fleshing
touch
out
to
these
it.
characters
Yeah.
so that everyone else, because the book is so, you know, Cadence is perspective, point of view.
Yeah, and I think what's cool, I mean, and back to kind of like what we call the moms, Family of Liars, which is the prequel, right? And that's already out. So, you know, you're kind of learning a lot about the moms. A lot of the stuff that came from Family of Liars, like their traits and all of that stuff, still came from Emily Lockhart's brain. You just happen to be able to see it on screen in this, you know, on the We Were Liars show. It's interesting, you know, we don't have, Mirren doesn't have Taft, which I love, who I did love in the book. Taft was so,
I had a brother.
so
that
cute.
Fortunately, didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
But I got an addition.
But you
got a boyfriend.
You got a boyfriend instead of a brother.
So
I would
think
say
that's
that
all
that's
right.
pretty good. All right, Esther, you're next. You got it, Esther.
Well done.
I've never gotten fan mail before.
You didn't get my letters. I've written ever since we left Beachwood Island. Well, you got a long one.
Damn, a little paragraph. All right. We Were Liars was good because of the unique characters and the robustness of their personalities. Mirren is sugar, she is curiosity, and rain. I love that line always. Each character is fully drawn out and makes sense. As a reader, they feel special.
My cousin Mirren. Sugar, effort, and constant curiosity.
Look, there's another one.
So well put, by the
That's so sweet.
way. Squiddle 32. Wow.
Shout out to Squid.
I wouldn't have thought.
Squiddle is
32
an
said that.
amazing
I love that
word.
handle.
I feel like I've been asked a few times, like in a few words, how would you describe your character? And I've not once used this, and I really should have pocketed this one because it's perfect. It really encapsulates all parts of her. Sugar, like her want to please, her want to make sure that everyone feels good and is, you know, likes her, and that like her sweetness comes out there. And then her curiosity is very obvious. She's very curious about a lot of things. And then Rain, I think, is her, you know, her ableness to feel so deeply and so much. And unfortunately, for her, it comes out in a lot of rain, which isn't sometimes a bad thing. Just a little bit of sadness sometimes.
Joe, go for it.
Go.
Yay!
My 11th grade English teacher gave me this book 8 years ago, and it completely changed the way I read and appreciate storytelling. I cannot wait for this show. The Wired Days on Instagram.
Wow.
What? These are really nice.
I
I was really
know.
thinking we were gonna get grilled or something.
I mean,
When I heard
probably
about
not
this.
yet. It might be later, the grilling one.
That's fun.
While
Yeah.
auditioning is when we all read
Yeah.
it.
I think so. And then we read,
Also
I think
before shooting as well.
Yeah.
I think I referred to it a few times as well on some shoot days just to see.
There's nothing more important than the art that you love when you're young that like gets you through stuff, you know? I mean, if I could, you know,
Seriously.
I just like
Serious.
shout out to that, those people
Yeah.
who changed our lives when we were kids, you know, because it's like a really, being a teenager or being young, or even if you're 30, that person was 30, I'm not saying it needs to be a teenager, but I think that, I mean, we're always growing up, right? But like, there's something so beautiful about that. I hope we don't ruin that.
Definitely changed.
But listen, maybe we'll be coming back next season with terrible fan mail. How could you?
We'll wait for the grilling till after it comes
Ruined
out.
my favorite.
You ruined my childhood.
He ruined my childhood. No, but she's
Okay.
also changed our lives through this show.
Yeah,
Oh,
she has.
Multitude of ways. And
She's
really
so chill about
yeah.
it. She's
Yeah.
like,
She's very chill about it.
yeah. Emily Lockhart is a genius on social media.
I know.
I'm like, if I
should
could
actually
have
learn.
one-
We need to learn from her.
Us four are
know.
the
We're the worst.
We're
out
so
of
bad.
everyone.
We're so bad.
We got some
Candace
great
is
behind
definitely the
scenes
best,
stuff,
though, I will say.
Candace is great.
She wins, for sure.
It's gonna take group. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
look?
I want to do group.
You're such a liar.
I am a liar.
Do group.
At Hi on TikTok. It's creative. Wait, why does everyone look exactly how I imagined each character? Great casting. Oh my god. Wow.
That's so cool.
I honestly.
That's kind of crazy, too.
We got so
rare.
much love when the cast release came out, and the casting directors, Diana,
Yeah.
Andrea,
Amazing,
Angeline,
yeah.
all of them, they were just so, I don't know,
I mean, they're phenomenal.
they're phenomenal, absolutely. And thank you for the love, and we hope we don't let you down.
It's really weird nowadays. You do these Zoom and you know, like group meetings and stuff to be able to see if there's chemistry, and it's kind of interesting because how do you see if you have chemistry over a computer, right? but it worked out. Sometimes it doesn't. Shubham was auditioning. Where were you auditioning from? Your dorm?
In my dorm room.
in Canada.
In my university.
Yeah. And I was
Unmade bed behind me.
I was like in a different country.
I could have just made the
made your
bed. That's what I said.
You were in a
it's like,
different country.
That's the least I could have done.
Or
you know
like
what I mean?
blur your
Yeah.
background. There's so many
I
ways
know.
to counter that problem.
I know.
Well, it didn't.
Clearly it
Listen, it didn't really
Didn't
affect
matter.
anything.
Anything.
Maybe.
So if you guys want to get jobs, just mess up your
Make
bed.
sure you've got a really
Don't
messy
care.
bed.
I mean, I did care, but
Don't care.
You need a job, don't care.
go to
give it.
university, do economics.
Do
and you'll
economics.
you'll
Here's
get
great industry advice.
We're doing group therapy. Okay, let's see. Everyone, non-book readers are gonna freak out. At Diana on TikTok.
I'm
Also,
actually
like
quite
at
excited.
hi at Diana. Like these are amazing handles. Like, is it
Yeah.
the same as Instagram where it's like hard to get like
Yeah.
like Shubham?
Yeah, she doesn't even need a dot.
Shubham. Yeah,
number.
that's pretty cool. Just
At
like
Diana.
you.
Yeah.
Have your, when I was like Shubham, all of a sudden he just showed up as Shubham instead of as at Shubham something else, and I'm like,
it's now just my first name.
Good for
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's
how did
That's
you get that, Shubham? Did you have to pay someone or something?
I don't know. Just I told my publicist,
'cause
can I have
he's
that
got the-
username? And then they were like,
Oh,
That's so
in the big leagues.
Oh, and they were like,
woke
yeah,
up.
we got
So
it.
whoever at Shubham was before, I'm really sorry.
Oh, whoever Esther McGregor is, I'm coming for you next.
Non-book readers are gonna freak. Oh yeah, I already read this. These are great. These are statements. It's giving statement. It's giving period.
I think everyone's gonna freak out, but
like-
non-book readers are gonna freak out in a different way.
Even my little sister who read the book,
Oh.
and then I got to show her
Yeah,
it
and-
early, had like the same reaction.
I-
I feel like it's even more haunting
The photo.
knowing what's
Yeah, you
coming.
sent a picture.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that
It's so
photo
good.
of her.
I sent a
so
photo
good.
to the group.
I wish we could
chat
like
of my
pop it
sister
right
because
here.
was
Let's see if it
just-
happens.
Yeah, right there.
No, I wouldn't do that to her.
No, but
She
it's
told me not to bring that
it's
up.
fantastic.
Yeah, you
one
didn't-
job.
Oh shoot.
No, like the actual photo.
Okay.
You didn't bring it
that was my
up, but
fault.
then
No, I
also
did.
you did send
Shout
it
out
in
to
the
you,
group chat. Esther?
Yep.
I want an extra long shuffle group. Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Yacht.
From Yacht to does anyone else wish that their summer was like this? Not the bad part.
Yeah, like I wouldn't.
Fun
wanna be
vibes.
Racially, yeah.
When I was younger, my summers were actually like that.
Bad.
I had a
Bad part. Dot, dot, dot. Just me.
just
Wait,
the
can you
good
read that
vibes.
again?
Does anyone else wish their summer was like this? Dot dot dot. Not the bad part, but the fun and the vibes. Dot dot dot. Or just me.
I love it.
Yeah,
You did?
mine
Yeah.
is like the insane luxurious part of that.
Yours was the insane luxurious.
No, mine is that.
Oh, mine is.
You guys have
I thought you said mine
lobsters?
is.
Doesn't it sound like
That's really down to earth of you.
I said minus.
I love you so much, and you're my favorite person on earth. I'm sorry. It's fun to laugh sometimes.
Don't even like lobster. so.
Okay.
Esther.
Okay, let's see. Why are they so long? Oh, right. Wow, that's a long one.
That's good.
The slow life. Calm.
Calming.
The slow.
I thought it was.
At the slow
Life calming stories.
on Instagram.
That's kind of a lovely one.
I love it.
I live about 1 kilometer away from where this was filmed and
no
did some
way.
days as background on the show. The town is as pretty as it looks. Worth a visit if you ever can. That's so cool.
That would probably be Lunenburg.
Yeah,
I think-
probably.
Yeah, I would
Lunenburg
imagine.
was such a pretty little
We had,
town.
The
and we had
town,
so
yeah.
many
So
people
magical.
come from the town and film there, so it was
Yeah.
so cool. Lunenburg was, it doubled as Martha's Vineyard basically, and it was just, I mean, so stunning.
Shub and I
we
moved in together.
Yeah.
We moved in together.
Incredible place.
In this
In Lunenburg,
awesome
yeah.
place.
Yeah, the
it was so good. We had
jacuzzi and-
jacuzzi. We had so many FIFA battles.
It was
great.
that they had a crazy
Yeah.
cool
It was the
spot.
best.
Lunenburg felt like being on vacation with all of you, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just walking down to the pub and
was
everything.
so-
Oh yeah, going to the pub was
Like we
cool.
would just rap,
There was some really
Hanging out
and it
with
would just be our crew, and
Yeah,
like
it was
us
so
at the,
nice.
Oh,
at
how
the pub
good were
down the
those chicken
street.
sambos at that one point?
And the sandwiches in the
became
little shops,
locals
it was
pretty
so
quickly
great.
at
yeah.
this one
Yeah.
spot for their chicken sandwich and their
Goodness,
beer.
I go back there in a heartbeat.
So good. Can't wait.
Thanks for opening fan mail with us in style.
Catch We Were Liars, only on Prime Video.
I like the one you did before
Okay.
way better.
That was so
Catch We Were
dramatic.
Liars. Catch We Were Liars
Only
only
on Prime
on
Video.
Prime Video.
Only on Prime
Now,
Video.
right now.
Right now.